akaruwa magraduates aiva. We welcome you. Tinokugamuchirai. One more time, ngatimboitai mhere tichivafarira tivaremekedza. Tinotenda. Let's take our seats.
Oh, yeah.
Right. We are going to give a welcome piece from our team. Saka vakamashure ngatinyatsoonai nekuvhura maziso as we enjoy. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for them. Exciting. Wow. This is a national treasure. It's a nation to Zot Ababa. This is us as Zimbabweans. And it tinotenda. Ndambenge ndambotaura paya ndikati ndiri kuona kuti zviso zviri pano zviri kutonge zvine vamwe vanhu vanenge vari kurwadziwa. Handiti kune vari kufarira magraduates ari pano chete, chimbosumudzai maoko mudenga tione. Prof, ndosaka ndisina kuzokwanisa kuzoita PhD. Inyaya kusasangana neinstruction. Ndatisumudzai maoko vanhu vakurova mhururu. Unenge watofoira ipapa. Malecturer ari pano muri kuona kuti hazvizonzi hazvo munhu idofo zvinongonzi anokurumidza kukanganwa chinononga kubata. Tinotenda. Ladies and gentlemen, to those who don't know me, My name is MC Simba, aka Bakevi, the comic MC. I'm going to be the host for this wonderful graduation ceremony. One more time, let's put our hands together as we kickstart our program. Excellent. This moment in time, a word of prayer. We are going to give our national anthem. Saka ndichakumbudza kuti tose tinge chisimuka vane mahit tonge chibvisa tichiremekedza our national anthem. So our DJ is going to play and then tinge tichiimba tose zvichaplaywa naDJ nezvekungoti guide tinge chibatsirana kuti tinge chienda nomazvo. Excellent. Over to you, Mr. DJ. Thank you so much. We can take our seats. I will kindly ask our Honorable Chidziva A to come and give us a word of prayer.
You need to be very careful when you are dealing with MCs. They are very particular about a lot of things. I was given 5 minutes. It's not normally a prayer. So don't be surprised when I open a scripture, Mr. MC, sir.
Right. I think you have explained yourself. I've added 2 more minutes on your 5. Now you have 7 minutes.
Thank you. Regai ntore mkana uno ku respecta vana mambo vari pakati pedu and all the dignitaries. Let me just say all protocols observed. The task that I have is very small and very simple. I want to pray, but before I pray, I want to talk to the graduates, not graduates. So the graduates, you may stand up. I'm going to read a very small portion of scripture from 2 Timothy chapter number 2. 2 Timothy chapter number 2, verse number 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. As you want to graduate, to become graduates, I want to tell you something that you might find very useful as you go into your fields. You are graduating in something very unique and something that is going against the technologies of today. You are going organic, they are going GMO. You need to be very good. You need to be super good to convince them to be able to follow what you want to teach them. But you can only do that when you study very hard, when you are very particular about how you study and how you explain things. Because you don't need to be ashamed when you are explaining things to people who think anything that is foreign is super good. We have a tendency as people to think grass is always greener on the other side. But you want to go natural, you want to go organic. But they are saying it is backward. But can I tell you something? Agriculture was ordained by God. And God had dictates of how agriculture should be done, which is what you are trying to follow now. But scientists will tell you, we want to go GMO because it's faster. Everybody is used to instant porridge, instant everything, instant crops. They don't want the crops to go through the normal channel, the normal time. They want them very fast. But you need to go and explain the advantages of going organic. So, you need to be very serious. But one thing that I can assure you, God is going to give you the grace to dominate. God is going to give you the grace to be received. God is going to give you the grace to be able to teach what you want to teach. I want to pray. Can we all stand up so that I pray? Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, Father, I thank you. I glorify your name. As we are here, my Father, to witness the graduation of these students. Give them the grace, my Father, to dominate in their areas of specialty. Give them the grace to be received, my Father. Because you ordained agriculture. You said to Adam in the...
Thank you so much for the wise words, say, in the scripture. It indeed goes hand in hand with what's going on here. I'm sure it is going to help a number of graduates. Not C. Okay? Yeah, I'm not sure, Professor, what's the difference between graduate C and Z?
I've learned from my pastor who was just before me, that be careful of these MCs. They will put you on the spot. And I'm also very glad to be surrounded by those who inspire me a lot. I'm inspired to be a pastor and also a renowned academic in the process. So all those that inspire me are here. So I'm also very excited in this moment. And I have this honor to introduce to you the guests that are gracing this particular occasion. I will not speak of those whom I can't introduce. I will respect to my boundaries. And to start with, allow me to introduce those I'm introducing. I'm not allowed even to ask them to stand. I've got just the honors to say out their name. And if they are interested and they see that you are very excited, they'll just wave at you to say, here I am. If your faces are showing frowning faces and they are not happy, they might choose not to. So allow me to introduce first the board chairperson of Fambizanai, who is Professor Gadzirai, who is the board chair of Fambizanai Board of Trustees. He's seated up front in a red gown, far right on the podium. Prof, you can just wave the audience. Yes, that's Prof. Gadzirai. Allow me at this point also to invite, if we have any FPC board member present, just to stand and wave. If we have any other board member present. Okay, I seem not to see anyone around. Allow me to invite or join us to invite mambo venzvimbo ino. Imwe neimwe nzvimbo ina mambo wayo, ndizvo patinogara kana kuti patinotsika ivhu renzvimbo ino rine varidzi. Saka varidzi venzvimbo vane mazivisirwo avanoitwa. Saka ndichakumbirawo vanotitungamirira kuombera mambo kuti tivazive nekuvagamuchira. Mambo havangosvikirwi zvisina mutemo wazvo. Saka tinokumbira vanotibatsira tisvike pakuziva mambo. Vanotibatsira kuti tiombere mambo. Alright, vari padhuze. Muri kuda kutidzidzisa kuti zvinoitwa sei? Alright. Mungada achitaura ndokubatsirai.
Pamusoro titange tadzidzisana kuti mambo wedu anokwaziswa sei. Saka regai ndikuratidzei ndichidai. Tinoombera kanonzi kanondo kwete gushi, because hatiswa ambuya. Saka tinodai maoko edu topesanisa toti madzimai voridza mururu, todzokorora zvakare. Madzimai voridza mururu, topedzisa kechitatu. Madzimai voridza mururu, zvinenge zvakwana. Saka ndakuchigara pasi, maona apa ndabvisa bhutsu, ndo mutemo wacho. Inini ndakubvisirai mese nokuti mutemo unongochiti wese munhu ngaabvise bhutsu. Asi azvimba semutungamira asina utsinye vakazongoti aiwa iwewe uchibvisira vese. Vese vakaona kuti masokisi ako akaboka vachakutengera. Right, saka varume ngowani kwete dzebasa, ngowani dzedu dzekumusha ngadzibve. Right, saka ndakugara pasi ndotangisa moteedzera inini. Muri yenyu davisa maoko. Right, handi yeyi. Tisingamhanye hedu nokuti isusu hatina maminutes. Ngatite hedu pore pore. Topedzisa. Imhuri yenyu wazvimba iri kukukwazisa iyo.
Maita zvenyu tinotenda. Tinezera rakanaka.
Tinotenda. Thank you so much for the protocol. Kudzidza kuperi tiri paceremony inotobatsirawo nokudzidza handiti. After this, allow me to move on and introduce in absentia, and this is just an honor for our Honorable Minister of State for Mashonaland West Province, Honorable Mary Muliswa Chikoka. I'm sure she's tied up with something, but we respect her. In the same interest, we want to honor in absentia also the Member of Parliament for Zimba East, Honorable Tunga, in absentia. We are honoring him in absentia. Allow me also to honor Dr. Mjaju, who is here present as a senior government official and in the Department of Research, Dr. Mjaju. He also happens to be a lecturer. His area of specialty is seed science. So he has taken through these students in some sessions of seed science. Doctor, yes, I think you saw it. Okay, allow me also to introduce from Bindra University of Science, standing in for Professor Nyakujga, who is the Dean of Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Science. Standing in for Dean is Dr. Admo Mureva. You can just wait. Okay, thank you. Allow me also to honor the presence of principals of other agricultural colleges here present. Do we have any principal of any agricultural college present here with us? Okay, thank you, ma'am. This is MEMS and the principal of Gwebi Agricultural College. She's the head of Gwebi Agricultural College. Ma'am, you can find your space up here. I think the owners is there to sit on the seat up front, if you are comfortable. Allow me also to introduce a team of lecturers from Bindra University of Science on this School of Agroecology department, the lecturers in the program. Before I introduce, let me take this honor to introduce also the lead of these lecturers, Dr. Msemwa, who is the head of department for chairperson for the Department of Agriculture, Education and Extension with Bindra University of Science, Dr. Msemwa. Okay, thank you. He's the one who is responsible for these lecturers, and the lecturers, you can stand. Unfortunately, these are my colleagues. I would just ask them to stand and be present just to show that they are here, not by names, just stand. Thank you. We can clap hands for the good work from this team of people. They are the ones who are responsible for bringing us these graduates. Huh? And I think you can see also from the team, they are doctors, they are aspiring to be professors, a lot of masters, a lot of BSc, a lot of rich academic background from these people. Okay, allow me also to honor the presence of directors of NGOs here present with us. If we have any, just show by standing. We have different colleagues and we work with. I think we have from CELAT, Mr. Chikukwa and the other name I forgot, but he's a director from our like-minded organization. Allow me also to honor the presence of some of our partners that we work with, including Old Mutual, including our different funding partners here present. You can just stand and get to wave to show your presence. Okay, thank you so much. Allow me also to introduce one of my source of inspiration, Pastor Chidziva, who has taken us through a powerful word session. I understood some of you almost manifested when he was giving a word. So, Pastor and Mom is in company of Mom. Very good demonstration of how love should go about, is it? Mfundis. Allow me also to recognize the presence of our police. We know we are living within a community which needs to be policed, and we have the police representatives here present. You can just show by a wave or standing and just waving while they are standing. We are in the area of Nyabira Police, which is Mashonaland West, so we have the police presence here. Okay, thank you. Allow me also to recognize we are an institute that is surrounded by neighbors. We've got a lot of neighbors. Those who are from our neighborhood, you can just stand and wave. If I recognize you, I'll just see. I saw Mr. Mungate is here. I saw someone else. Who else in there? You can just wave. He's one of our neighbors. Thank you so much, Mr. Mungate from Katoshora Farm. I know that's where a lot of our students will terminate their day. They will end their day at his farm, enjoying the wise waters from there. We won't mention them by names, those who have been there. Okay. Allow me also to honor the presence of headmasters and teachers from our neighboring schools. I understand we have got St. Manuel's and other neighboring schools. Do you have any present? A representative from the school? Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. From St. Manuel's, is it? Okay, thank you. Allow me also to honor the staff of Fambidzanai. We've got an incredible team. The team that has managed to set up this whole function, and they've run around and set up everything. Just everyone from Fambidzanai team, just stand and give yourself a clap as you stand, and we join also in the process. Fambidzanai staff. We thank you so much for the incredible work. Allow me also to honor the presence of parents and guests, those who are here to celebrate with their relatives, their children, and their spouses on this particular event. You can just wave where you are seated, and we will greet you in the name of Jesus. Like I'm learning to be a pastor. Okay, thank you so much. Like I said, I've no honors to introduce to you the guest of honor. We just know he's present. We'll get to know him when those who have the capacity and the audacity to introduce our guest of honor do so, they'll do that. But be glad that he is amongst us, and we are graced to have him in our midst. Thank you so much. I'll hand over to the principal. Did I introduce to you the principal? No, I didn't. How come I've just terminated my contract so easily? My sincere apologies. I know this will come in writing, but in the front of where I've done it, I'm asking for an apology. Okay, with the apology accepted, let me introduce to you the man who is steering the ship, the man who is responsible for all that we are seeing, and the man who is responsible for bearing the torch in front of us, all of us, the one who is responsible for skipping the trenches as we follow. The team that we have seen from Fambidzanai, they follow the steps of the man that I'm about to introduce to you to. He's the one who is responsible for the vision and the direction of this institution. Without this particular direction, as a pastor, as someone learning to be a pastor, the Bible actually says, two blind men cannot lead each other. So we accept that we are blind, but at least we have someone who sees in front of us, and he is the principal of this particular college, Fambidzanai. We are slowly coming to term ourselves a university, because we are going there with we are just following his footsteps and his path. And let me take the honor to introduce the principal and director of Fambidzanai. I wouldn't want to call him honorable, otherwise my offenses will be too much. I'll just call him Mr. Mashingaidze for now. Thank you.
Yeah. Zvambonzi unoiswa pasipoti azozvisa pasipoti ega. Principal, ndine mapeni akawanda ekuti you can use to write my resignation letters nekudzinga vanhu. Saka ndichakusiyirai manyowani mapeni. Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for him for the wonderful job. It's not an easy task, but he has done well. And also I've noticed kuti I learned something new on how you greet madzishe. Kuti apaomberwa ngori kwaambuya. Wakomana. Mashure kwesoko ndaiombera kunge ndiri kuombera mbuya ndotoda kuregererwawo ipapa. But nhasi ndadzidza. Thank you so much for that wise lesson. Let me also take this opportunity just to make sure that I also welcome everyone to feel comfortable. Ndimboona vaira soko vose vari pakati pedu. Simudzai maoko tikuonei. Wow, chimbosumukaitona ana soko. Ndakaona kuti inini hanzi if you marry mwera soko wapinda, they are the most hardworking women and men in this nation. Ngatimuomberei ana soko. Officer muri soko futi. Zvino ana soko hanzi vanodya zvekuba muri mupurisa zvinozoda here. Let's put our hands together for the sokos. Let me also welcome vanoremerwa asina hana ndangonshanda mumahair salon. Ana mamoyo vose vari pakati pedu. Can I see you, Ana Mamoyo? For these ones, you don't tell them a secret. Less than a week, let's put our hands together for the Mamoyos. Let me also welcome vekuti vachibogeza kutanga kudikitira mvura ana manjenjenje ganda rasikana. Matwe chishongo wamakani. Wakomana. Hanzi uyu akauya kumba kwenyu achinyepera kupenga achiti akazvitakura unongoti zori unokupusa uya ugare pasi tisingaite uzonewe iodha nekunaka. Thank you. Kwete ave kuti kana wakagara nawo ukanetsana naye masikati anokumirira usiku kumatuye maukwenyeti iyo paipi wangu washinozoti tingamuchirana chihelere vari pakati pedu. Kebs. Wow. Madzishe handisi kuti anachera kwenyu ari kuherowo. Aiwa anachera ibasa. Anachera hanzi vaitoda kuroorwa nevarungu but kuzoti vaizoshuva kuti vanopopota sei nechirungu. Thank you. Welcome you anachera. Toka muchero mutupo wangu wekuti havagone kupedza svondo vasina kudya nyama katatu pawiki. Ana shumba mazuva ndatikuone. Wow. Tinokuomerai tinogamuchirai ngatiomberei maoko. Ndine mutupo wandasiya here? Ichi? Aha, right. Go tinoti anasamanyanga. Vekuti painoti gumbo kudaiwo inosunzwa kuti zvasiyana. Tigamuchirana nzousamanyanga vari pakati pedu tikuonei. Wakomana. But makazenge makurirwa nesvosve sei anasamanyanga. Welcome you. Right, ana shiri ana hungwe tikuonei. Ana chatibwege. Ganukugumira ipapo. Ndingazobata magetsi. Right, pane mwe mtupo ndasiya. Ichi? Masiziva isiro shumbe. Masiziva ichi? Ziva. All right. Sumukai masiziva tikuonei. Jesu. Inonzi Mwari wona sata ndongorera. Nongona nekuzvida kwacho kuti aiwa ndebe mvura. Excellent. Vanoremekedzwa vose nemwe mutupo yandasiya tinokugamuchirai. We are happy. We need to be excited. Maybe one more time. Vese vari kugraduate nhasi simukai timbokufarirai. Tinogona kuda kuzvirerutsa kunge zvinhu zviri nyore. Asi iko kutongoita makore uchiverenga tichibatsirwa neGoogle. Chokwadi hacho principal ndikunyeperi nemaprofesa unoziya. We need to make sure that we also acknowledge and say thank you also to Google. Ava vakamira where possible rigandiwe panooneka. Kana uchiziva kuti area yechikoro yanga isiri yako wainonoka kubata uchikurumidza kukanganwa. Ngatimbofarirei nekuomberawo maoko magraduates ezuva ranhasi. We salute you. This is your special day. Madzishe zvanzi vamwe sebvisa itu yetu kwenyutu. Iyi hanzi ngairambe richi. Zvinoreva kuti kana kune madzishe vanoi acknowledge kuti it's an achievement. Saka na wakagraduate even kucrash uripo, chimbozomberero ruoko. Basa rangu sa MC handitenderwe kuenda mberi neprogram chiona vanhu vakasunga zviso vari serious. Handiti vanhu tikapembera tikasununguka zvinoita kuti program yedu iende mberi zvakanakisa. Right, nguva nekuzara kwayo toda kuti tiwane a beautiful progress report on where we are, where we came from, and where we are going, so that we were able also to see where we need to be part and parcel, where we need to put our input as family, relatives, and also as neighbors. The Faran has got nema partners. Old mucho, muri papi? Anya so sumuka iti vanhu vanyaso kone kana usina bank account wona ivana vanofana kuti sumuka iti old mucho. By being partners of us, we acknowledge and appreciate you. And it Makebs agent chichi. Chandinowadira ndipokona kuti vese vasimuka wakaweva wakanyarara. Mara haidi noise. Ndosoka chinoti TV yembenga haina volume. Karepas. Let me welcome the principal, Mr. KL Mashinga, to come and give us the progress report. Let's put our hands together for him.
Thank you, ED, Event Director. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, join me in recognizing the presence of our guest of honor, Deputy Minister of Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Water, Fisheries and Rural Resettlement, Honorable Vangelis Peter Haritatos, here represented by Professor Jiri. FPC Board Chairperson, Professor Christopher Gazirai, and board members here present. Honorable Minister of State, Mashonaland West Province, Honorable Mary Muliswa Chikoka in absentia. Mambo vedu Vazimba, Ishe Chimbamauro, Mambo vedu Ishe Zimba, Hetman Chirinda, MP for Zimba West, Honorable Tunga in absentia, Dr. Mujaji, here present, Deputy Directors here present, other government officials from Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Resettlement, Professor Nyakujga, represented by Dr. Mureva, principal from Gwebi College, other principals and lecturers from other agriculture colleges here present, directors and staff from like-minded non-governmental organizations here present, Pastor Chidziva and Amai, Zeta Rabi, Nyabira officers here present, our lovely neighbors, Katrosora and Solar Farm, here present. I have said lovely neighbors, unogona kunzonyimwa sauti. Ndokwatinokumbira manyowa, chichi, saka ihama dzedu chaizvo. Heads and teachers from local secondary and primary schools, FPC lecturers and staff, graduates, parents, and all guests here present. On behalf of our institution, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for our Diploma in Agroecology graduating class of 2022. This is the second graduation ceremony, hosting the second and third group of students graduating since we started this program in 2017. However, let me start by highlighting a brief background of who we are as an institution. Fambidzanai Permaculture Center was formed in 1988 and operates as a registered private voluntary organization under the Zimbabwe Institute of Permaculture. Since establishment of this institution, our main service is a training and implementing community development program, mainly focusing on sustainable agriculture, agroecology, and permaculture. Fambidzanai Permaculture Center has been working with the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water, and Rural Resettlement since 2004 through the Department of Advisory Service and Rural Development, formerly known as Agritex. In 2016, we also signed an MOU with the Department of Agriculture, Education and Training, where our curriculum is actually hosted. We are proud to be an institution assisting the government in its several community development projects, and our footsteps are dotted in several districts across Zimbabwe. It is during this journey of training farmers and implementing community programs when we realized that our efforts towards transforming farming systems into agroecology model were a drop in an ocean. Therefore, the idea of roping in the training of the extension agent came into our mind. Since these are the custodians for impartation of knowledge, skills to the smallholder farmers in our country. We also realized there are shortfall on areas around sustainable agriculture, agroecology concepts. We engaged the Ministry of Agriculture with our ideas around capacitating public extension officers in agroecology through formal education channels. We want to thank the ministry for buying our idea and in having confidence in us. It is then when we started the journey of developing the diploma program. We also worked with several institutions and stakeholders around the globe during the development process. And among several institutions of higher learning in Zimbabwe, Bindura University of Science and Education welcomed us with our idea. And we would like to thank the Vice Chancellor and the Dean in the Faculty of Agriculture and Environment Science. We are proud to be an affiliate college of Bindura University and the first institution to offer this course in Zimbabwe and in the region. I'm happy to inform you that We are currently assisting a number of colleges to start offering the course in the region. Course haina kumwe pamunoiwana. Magraduate waya ndiwo yega muAfrica ane diploma in agroecology. Saka tinoti makorokoto kwamuri kutanga chirongwa chakanaka kudai. Fambidzana is an affiliate college to Bindura University of Science Education, offers a certificate and diploma in agroecology as extension-based program. The diploma is a formal education program offered here at FPC on a block release model. Our enrollment for the diploma program have been ever increasing since we started in 2017. Initially, we had one intake per year with an enrollment of 25 students. Now, with full support from the Ministry of Agriculture, we are now having 2 intakes per year, one in February and another one in August, with an average of 40 students per intake. February intake is reserved for only government extension officers. Currently, we have an enrollment of 117 students under the diploma program. The performance of our students, both in theory and in field of practice, has been very good. Actually, it has been excellent. Thank you, graduates. Performance pass rate for 3 successive graduating classes is at an average of 98%. Vana vanogona ivavo. Ndaitaurira vamwe vangu kuti hakuna mhosva inogona kukushayisa kurara kana vana vakafoira. Kuuniversity kuti utsanangure mwana anga ana teacher for 2 years afoira. Unoti kudi? Saka ndoda kutenda maticha nevana kuti muri kutidadisa. Handitambure kutsanangura kuuniversity kana makagona. Thank you very much. Interestingly, some of our students have been able to participate in different international fora. For example, tine mwana anonzi Farai Gumisai, course 3, ari pano nhasi ari kugraduate. Mwana iye has represented us, but kana watobuda uko haucharepresenta Fambidzana, hautorepresenta Zimbabwe. He has represented us in Kenya, where he made a presentation in land regeneration. He has represented Zimbabwe in South Africa for the strategic planning on seed and agroecology under Seed and Knowledge Initiative Program. He has represented us and Zimbabwe in UK, Coventry University, where he participated and presented on ways of knowing agroecology transition at territorial level. He has represented us and Zimbabwe in India, where he did a course on agroecology, biodiversity, and the organic food system. Tinoticha zvinenge savana kunze kwenyika. Atodada nazvo. Kwaine mai. Thank you very much. Tine mwana anonzi Taurai Story course 3. We are graduate nhasi. Mwana uyu akarepresenta Fambidzana in Zimbabwe ku Brazil, where they did a launch and campaign on each family should adopt a seed. Mwana uyu akatirepresenta ku South Africa, us and Zimbabwe, where they did lobbying for recognition of indigenous seed and seed rights. Mwana uyu akatirepresenta us in Zimbabwe ku Zambia, where he participated in the dialogue of seed rights with policymakers and promotion of biodiversity. Katimutende mwana. Tine mwana anonzi Chengeto Muzira, course 3. Unfortunately, haapo nasi. Ari kuti represent us and Zimbabwe ku COP27 on climate change. Mwana uyu akati represent ku South Africa, where they did the lobbying for recognition of indigenous seed and seed rights. Nomwe wake. Mwana uyu akati represent ku Kenya, where they did an exchange visit on biofertilizers. Katimutende in absentia. Tine vana vari mu course 5. Avachinesu vachiri kutostanda nesu. Tine mwana anonzi David Nikis, Matthew Kalabuka, Performance Mungu, Pray More Rodzi. Vana vakati representa ku Namibia ku conference on environment education, which was supported by Old Mutual. Ndo vakabhadhara ndege yavo kunogara ikoko. Tinoda kutenda Old Mutual nevana vedu vakarepresenta Zimbabwe. Vana vakati representa ku Angola, where they participated in Urban Forest Conference. Vana vakati representa ku Zambia, where they participated in Great Pop Zambia Festival of Action. Vana vari kunoti representa next week from the 16th to the 18th of November ku SADC Groundwater Conference. Toda kuvatenda vana ava in absentia. Maticha tikudarida nemi nekuticha vana vari kumirira Zimbabwe kunze kwenyika. Tinokutendai. Currently, under the certificate, we are training 43 extension officers representing all wards across Gutu district, and also expecting to start with another 40 extension officers this November in Mutoko district. And other districts such as Mzarabani are targeted for next year, 2023. This program, yati tore mbiri kwa Gutu. Last week, Fambidzanai ne Bindura University tangatiri kuone monitoring visit. Madumeni, they become relevant in their districts. Nguva kuti vanomira presidential input isisiko. Isu tine program yatinoti ndiro yakazara kumurimi. Murimi anofana kunge ane diversity, kuti chikafu chake chipe utano kumhuri yake. Saka ungamirire nyimo, nzungu, nyemba, madhumbe, cassava, kubva kuna president. Sure. So we have challenged the officers, and we are likely to see wonders in that district. Fambidzanai and Bindura University are finalizing the development of BSc and MSc in agroecology program to cater for personnel who can participate at policy level and lead in development of researches around agroecology. Yes, not katitiele ku musoro. Unowana kusina kana katowana vashoma vanogona kunyatsonzwisisa zvatikutaura zveagroecology. Saka tiri kuti toda kuti tipenetrate tivawo vanoti arguira at policy level, tiwane vanoresearcha kuti tive evidence based research, kuti munhu akati toti aiwa chaka researchwa. Saka this program is going to help us. Like I said, BSc program is expected to commence in August 2023. We are almost there. Yango Sara kuti chenda ku Senex next Zinche which I think by end of year would have completed. We are proud of this initiative. This puts us on the map as the first institution in Zimbabwe to offer such a program. And secondly, Zimbabwe will be recognized at international level for offering such kind of a program that is responding to the climate crisis. Ndosaka mwana wedu ari kweko. Nyika yasiyana. We need to respond accordingly. It is paramount to highlight that our operations as an institution are in line with Agriculture Policy Framework Pillar 8, which speaks of sustainable or green agriculture. So we are in response to that. In our training model, we also embrace the new curriculum 5.0 through providing a conducive learning environment that promotes hands-on experience for our students, and also create opportunities and innovations that provide for on-farm solutions to our smallholder farmers. We also complement government programs and initiatives on conservation farming. For example, our programs embrace the Pfumvudza concept and promote student research on Pfumvudza as a way of continuously improving its effectiveness on different horticultural and field crops. Saka vana vedu tinoziva kuti Pfumvudza vamwe vari kushandisa synthetic fertilizer, but we have done a lot of research on different organic fertilizers so that farmers can make use of locally available resources in the Pfumvudza program. Let me come to staff complement of FPC. FPC staff complement, we have 23 long-term contract workers. The diploma program, under which the School of Agriculture Department has 17 lecturers. Some are full-time and others are part-time. Saka vamuri kuona there are just a few. There are 17 of them. In terms of new appointments, we recently appointed a soil health specialist. I think she's here, Dr. Magonziwa. We have also recently engaged a soil lab technician. I think the dignitaries saw him at the lab. We also engaged recently a new finance and admin manager. As an institution, we prioritize staff development because, things are dynamic, things are changing. We have 2 of our staff members who graduated with MSc, Mr. Mdzingwa and Mr. Bishi. They've completed their MSc. We also have 2 who are still studying the MSc, Mr. Kudakwashe and Mr. Mnuve. We also have 1 who graduated last week with a BSc, Mrs. Angela Baramasimbe Makanga, one of our finance managers. We have a number of our staff members who are studying BSc, and during the period under review, a number of our staff members went through short courses in video making, PME, GIS, to mention but a few. In terms of financial resources, the institution's lines of revenue are from student fees, donor support, and private companies. The challenges of erosion of fees in RTGS payments by inflation has posed a challenge to the smooth operations of the institution. Pavanozopedza kubhadhara fees, kana chingwa chaimboita 600, ningwa kutenga chapa 900 saka that is posing a bit of a challenge. But I'm happy there has been some kind of stabilization in this last quarter. Donor support has helped us to achieve our objectives. We have financial support in form of bursaries from Bread for the World in Germany. We want to thank our proud funder, Bread for the World. Now our students are paying very subsidized fees. In fact, the first intake was almost learning free. Our funder has also supported us on enhancing accessibility and affordable soil testing services to smallholder farmers. Hence, we managed to construct a fixed lab here at Fambidzanai. And also the funder procured for us a mobile soil testing lab to service the marginalized farming areas around Zimbabwe. We strongly believe in the President's mantra that no one, no place should be left behind. The mobile lab is going to go to the remote of the remotest places and do soil testing for the people there. To Bread for the World, we say thank you for the generous support. In terms of infrastructural development, increase in enrollment are now not matching the existing infrastructure at Fambidzanai. Did you hear that, Old Mutual? Increase in enrollments are not matching the existing infrastructure at Fambidzanai. With both formal and informal education running at Fambidzanai, there is a shortage of accommodation to house the learners of both, with the other currently under construction. But the pace still is very slow due to funding. During monitoring of our project in several communities in Zimbabwe, soil health was picked as an issue of concern in terms of productivity, and to respond to this challenge, like I said earlier on, we put up a soil laboratory for testing and analyzing the soil. And the mobile will also help the marginalized areas in Zimbabwe, like I alluded to earlier on. Internet connectivity has been a serious problem in the past. I think we tried more than 5 service providers, but it didn't work. The institution prioritized this need for better connectivity, and now we have a reliable connectivity for both staff and students through fiber optical. However, ever-increasing charges for internet packages as well as power cuts are posing a threat to learning activity and the smooth running of our business as an institution. As an institution, we are still short in terms of practicing ground and other infrastructures. Despite having demonstration sites for horticulture, field crops, apiculture, and animal projects, the institution faces a challenge of space to perform agroecology on commercial large scale. This can also help to demystify the idea that agroecology is only for smallholder farmers. Therefore, we are appealing kuna mambo wedu aripano and government officials here present for an agricultural land to enable us and our learners to have hands-on training and experience on a large scale. Toda kuti tirakidze kuti agroecology haingoitwi panzvimbo kadiki. You can do it on a very large scale. So if we get that space, we want to demonstrate to the country that as much as you think agroecology is only done on small scale, it can still be done on large scale. To the graduates, it is again this background that we yet again gather and celebrate achievements of another group of wonderful students attaining their diploma in agroecology. Graduates, we say this is a momentous day for you, and we marvel at how much you have accomplished. We also admire all of you for the resilience you have shown during COVID-19 pandemic and your ability to adapt to the remote learning which you had never experienced before. Vana vakava nenguva yakati omei, because I think we had a semester yakafundwa vari kumba through e-learning, but they were quite hard-working, and therefore they achieved, they managed to attain the diploma. We want to thank you for your efforts, because you never turned backwards or shifted the blame on anyone ever. Though the pandemic disrupted so many of our plans we had for you. Therefore, in my eyes, you are all champions, and I say congratulations, Makorokoto Amhlophe. I would like to take this moment on behalf of every graduate to thank our parents, guardians, family members, because without their unconditional love and support, you wouldn't have been graduating today. I would like to thank everyone. I would like to thank every patient, supportive, dedicated lecturer and staff members who taught or supported this special group of students. You have made immense contributions, and we are all grateful for the help you gave to these students. Back again to graduates. Because it is your day, I finally say we recognize all as future leaders. I'm proud of all that we have accomplished this year. Once again, Makorokoto, congratulations. I'm happy to you and your families. I want to thank you all.
Parongoti kudzidza kwakanaka ende pana patiri kuda maklasi akawanda. Samari, ndizvo kaprinciple. Tinepandasiya. Isamari. Isu kwandakadzidza kadzidza inonzi pfupiso. Nongobata zvinokosha sereki. Saka kana usina chawanzwa pachirungu chese chaurongozota, ndokuna kungowenzawo zvidhina 2 kana wifi kana chii zvoita kuti basa riende mberi. Toda kutenda neprogress report iyoyo. Ndanzwa kuti pane akaenda kuCoventry. Aripi? Sumukaise. Komana, mutori nepassport ipapa. Adoona kuti nyasha dzinokukwanisa paunenge usina kuvhitwa zvezviwa. Aiwa tarisai vanhu vakuone kuti vazokumhoresema kubuda. Ndo zvatinoita pano izvi. This is how we do it. Kumavhasiti enyu makambokwidzwa kana mabhazi ekuenda kuchinhoi chaiwo. Pano, we take you to other countries. Anofunga pamakadzoka kumba vakanzwa. Exciting, this is exceptional. Kune vakandidzidzisa ini vakanditi kugona, tinogona kugona takawanda, but pane imwe individual effort yaunoisa inokuendesa kumberi is an individual. Saka to every graduate, shungu dzako semunhu dzinozokusvitsa mberi. Handiti? Thank you so much. Let's put our hands together for Coventry and all other students that are said to be representing us. When I say us, it's now a nation, because it's now beyond this school only, but it's now representing Zimbabwe at large. Saka, we salute you, we thank you for your efforts and your commitment, even the discipline. Yengozoti ubeta zvechikoro ndisiyana nezvemujoro kuratigara impasi. Mazvinzwa. I also managed to get principal mataura kuti kwakuti vari kufarira program yatiri kuita pano. Tina vanobva kumasvingo here pano. Vekumasvingo simudzai maoko toni. Newe kwagutu kwacho tikuonei. Awo mutoripo. Masvingo ndoiremekeza. Because even ukapfeka bhutsu inodhura sei vanongoiti shangu. No, these are some of the reasons why I respect Masvingo. The longest river in Zimbabwe iri kupi? Masvingo. If you didn't know, the longest river iri kupi Masvingo. Sabhuku akaoma musoro, sabhuku vharazi panobva kupi? The most learned people vanobva kupi? Vakadzi vanodhura kuroora vanobva kupi? Masvingo ejere kwaari kupi? Masvingo, we respect you, we honor you. Thank you so much, Principal, for the wonderful report. Let me take this opportunity just to welcome a wonderful poet who happens to be one munhu akapa mwana wake zita remuti kuti Acacia. Mwana wake anonzi Acacia izita remuti nekuti akatsvetsva kana kusvitsa mashoko erudo. Kutsvetsva ndo zita remashoko atiti? Aiwa, munonifanira kundipa munda chifa pana munda. Kutsvetsva mudzimai wake achidyara muti. Let's put our hands together for Diva the Wordsmith. Abotipa a short poem.
Wow, let's clap in for ourselves. Indeed, I named my daughter Acacia from the acacia tree because I'm passionate about the environment. So don't Baba Acacia or David Nikisi. Vadikani kusaziva kufa ko ndidziseiwo pandisingazive. It is indeed a refreshing morning at you all as we are winding up the last quarter of 2022 in style, celebrating our fellow students here. I will kindly ask you to embark with me as I'll be playing around with words according to the native language of the Queen of England by reciting a poem entitled Speak Up for Nature. Let me blow a trumpet unto Mother Nature to produce the sound of salutation, for being paramount, holding humanity within octopus grip, producing this element which scientists call oxygen unto our nostrils, freely we vaporize from point A and condense to point B, quenching this thirst with this H2O, which scientists call it, inhabitant to billions of precious minerals, fauna and flora, supplying essential needs for our livelihoods. What can you do without Mother Nature? As we continue the conversation about conservation pertaining to agroecology, education and extension in Zimbabwe and beyond, Fambidzana Ipema Culture Center, under the auspices of Bindura University of Science and Education, is the blast furnace for champions, purifying impurities against climate change and global warming to boost food security. When nature coughs, we will sneeze, and when she sneezes, we will cough. So, what has gone wrong to the nature that natures us? To think about it, I feel tremors in my bowels, a heart-rending issue. Climate change and global warming has approached our doorstep at lightning speed, creating these ripple effects of untold pain and suffering, and not mentioning this bastard cousin called COVID-19, which has caused confusion in our midst. So, let us speak up for nature. Mother Nature's crown has been robbed, losing dignity due to unsustainable actions. Beautiful skin eroded, causing siltation and hair smooth skin roasted by veiled fires. Hair hairs becoming bald, ravaged through wanton deforestation, lungs and kidney failures from inhaling and consuming toxic substances, dry swollen lips and throat because of the frown. Experiencing severe headaches due to rising temperatures. Her eyes are being blinded by carbon emissions. The environment was swag lost due to fauna and flora which are on the verge of extinction. Wetlands shrinking day by day with escalating urban sprawl. On her face, tears flow like a waterfall. Now vomiting floods all over the place. No ecological balance, due to limping legs and crippled hands, having blisters caused by human actions. Now she's deaf because of environmental pollution. Dwindling water sources and resources. Indeed, Mother Nature in intensive care, she is. So, let us speak up for nature. Planet Earth, the only place we call home, we did not inherit from our forefathers, but rather we borrowed it from our children. And what legacy are we creating for future generations? A legacy for rubbish, because you and I, we don't know the definition and function of a being. What are we going to tell them, our youngsters, when they will ask, what were trees? Because by then they'll be extinct. As you move around in Harare, how many adverts have you seen which says tree cutter? And how many have you seen which says tree planters? To the graduates, Hero Basa. Let us not create a better planet for future generations, but rather let us raise better citizens for the planet, whose antenna is always alert on the environmental nervous system through promoting agroecology education and extension in Zimbabwe and beyond. Until we become like candles that provide light by self-sacrifice, the issue of preserving our environment is unfinished business. As drops of rain coming down to form an ocean, so let us be. Advocating for food security, sovereignty, environmental health, environmental justice, environmental stewardship, transforming green skills into pathways, especially to children and youth, into environmental careers, promoting eco-friendly products through tree planting and conservation, organic nutritional gardens, apiculture, consuming traditional foods, use of renewable resources, recycling, upcycling, and practicing sustainable agroecology to boost our food system. Saving energy within and beyond SADC region, all being done in according to SDGs, because we prioritize the environment first and say no to environmental abuse. Let us speak up for nature. To the graduates, I say, go and conquer the world. Let your work speak for yourself, unlike justifying with your mouth. Implementing innovation, practical skills, and preach this green gospel for agroecology. Changing the narrative for our country. The food is the problem and the food is the solution. Zimbabwe used to be the breadbasket of Africa, but now we are basking in the basket of hunger, yet there's the agroecology which is the solution. Let us all go green before green goes. I'm now signing off. Environmentally yours, David Nikisi. Thank you.
Put our hands together for Professor Ndoda kuti muzotsanangura musati mabva kuti rangu rizotsvuko serenyu down ndofana kuita sei.
May I take this opportunity to recognize our guest of honor, the Deputy Minister of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development, here represented by Professor Jiri. May I also recognize the board chair for Fambidzana Permaculture, Professor Gadzirai, the Minister of State, Honorable M. Liswa on abstention. Ndoda zvakare kuchingamidza Mambo Zvimba nemadzishe avo, Ishe Chidamauro, Ishe Dununu. May I also recognize the Principal Director of Fambidzana Permaculture, Mr. L. Mashingaidze, all respected guests, graduates, parents, guardians, ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing before you on behalf of Professor Nyakudya, who is the Dean for Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Science, where this program, Diploma in Agriculture in Agroecology, lies. May I take this opportunity to congratulate Fambidzanai for this second graduating ceremony. The graduates, the parents of the graduates, the guardians of the graduates, may I say Makorokoto Amhlope, congratulations for the job well done. As Bindura University of Science Education, we are proud of you. The Faculty of Agriculture and Environmental Science actually hosts about 5 affiliate colleges, which some of them are Chaminuka Agricultural College, Shamba Agricultural College, Magamba Agricultural College, Zimbabwe Forestry College, and also this one, Fambidzanai Permaculture. Our role as BUSE is to monitor, to control, and to verify all academic processes that take place at this institution. What we mean by that, we make sure that the regulations are up to standard. We make sure that the examinations that the students write are rigorous enough. We make sure that the enrollment that is done is according to the regulations of the programs. We make sure that there is adequate infrastructure for the students to learn. We also make sure that the staff that is teaching is qualified to teach the course they are taking. It is with great pleasure that we are, on all our dealings with Fambidzanai, they've always done their work rigorously. They've shown professionalism. They've shown to be dedicated in offering this program. And we are not hesitant, or we are pleased to tell you that we are very confident of these graduates, that they have been fully baked. You have heard about the graduates that are half-baked, but I promise you that here at Fambidzanai, these ones are fully baked. This has been evidenced by a lot of projects that they've been doing. They've heeded the core of the ministry on including Education 5.0, which include innovation and industrialization. We've seen so many products that have come from this institution. They've done value addition of many of our fruit products, or our fruits, indigenous fruits, or even those exotic fruits, to make other products such as jam, juices. They've also have what is called a pie, Nyemba pie. Yes, they are doing a lot of work, and we are proud of that. To the graduates, you have now embarked on a promising and very bright career. With the challenges that the world is facing, we are talking about climate change. People are gathered in Egypt right now on COP27 discussing on how to deal with climate change. We are talking of challenges that have to do with food security, environmental pollution, and the number of environmental challenges that we are facing as a nation and as a world at large. And you as the graduates, the world is looking upon you to provide solutions to these challenges. It is now the time that you should show us what you have learned here on this institution. It is the time to prove to the world that for sure you have learned something, that the time that you spent here is of value to the country and to the world. So I urge you not to sit, but to be visible. Remember, you are the greatest mind in your generation about agroecology. No one knows it better besides you. So if things don't go well in agroecology, we know who to point to. If things go well in agroecology, we know who to point to. So be the torchbearer in agroecology. As you know, this is a new program, and with the Fambidzanai Permaculture, Bindura University of Science Education, we will be offering a BSc in agroecology, as the principal has said. We also expect you to continue learning. You have now achieved a diploma. We still want you to go to the BSc in agroecology, the MSc in agroecology, and finally the PhD in agroecology. it's not about how bright you are. It's about how willing you are. If you are willing, this red gown can be yours in 6 years' time. So, as Bindra University, we have also recently launched an innovation hub. We expect you as experts in agriculture to bring innovative ideas and solutions to this hub. You are welcome. If you have any ideas that you think they can actually improve what we know or how we do agroecology, to bring up with those ideas. There is enough funds. The president has promised us that this innovation hub will be fully funded, and there's lots of funds to make sure that we can take your project, do research on that project, launch the project, commercialize it. So if you have any idea that you think might be as weird as whatever you think, please bring it forward. This does not only apply to you, but to every member of the community. Because as Zimbabwe, we now want to be a country that produces products. We are tired of trying to produce grape juice, lychee juice for things that are foreign. Why don't we produce our own majanje juice, our own masao juice, our own matamba juice, which we can actually say to the Europeans, you can buy this, but you cannot compare them with the grape wine, because to them, grape are weeds there. For us to grow grapes, we need a greenhouse. We need a lot of money. But we have majanje that are growing in the wild. We have matamba that are growing in the wild. Why not use those ones to produce things that we can use as a nation? So I urge you as graduates, I urge you as guardians, I urge you as parents to actually come up with these ideas so that we can develop our nation, so that we can actually go with the mantra, building our country brick by brick. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together for Dr. Mureva. My sincere apologies. I had introduced him as Professor Aina Kujika, which clearly shows that he is a student. If I was a student, so that this is a direct application to find certificate. Thank you so much, Doc. And you were saying you want to introduce 6 years. Kune aparigantore says kune dofo ndo anokunofungwa 6 years dakawanda. But do you know kuti if you don't have 5 O levels, toti une 30 years of what gore rega rega dango specialize in doing one subject. At 35 years you go on 5 O levels. At 40 years you go on a degree. Munozia 40 years one degree. From 40 to 70 years, pane 30 years, unongo chishanda basa rakanaka kuchitika mari yakanaka. Nekuda kwe 10 years waongoteka ndiche zvichikoro, but unongofunga kuti 5 years dzakawanda. Ucharamba uchipira supo. Sorry. Asi mazvinzwa. No then ngoto ndibatsiro wamwe wanonoka kubata seni. Kuti unogona unoshungudze kuti 6 years is not much. If you are committed, if you are serious, 6 years is not much. Got I'm going to Amazono busy, but I'm sure got 6 years. St. Manox Primary School, can you come? But pay a short price. St. Manox, let's put our hands together for St. Manox. I liked, Principal, I don't know who came up with the name Ekti Fambizanai Pema Culture Center. It's a good name, very short and precise, in line also with St. Manox Primary School. Level of intelligence yemwana inendrono futhi nezere chikoro chawakaenda. Imagine akaenda kumfako se community development high school. Kubata kwacho kunononoka because zita rechikoro rakatoreba. Isakaenda kunana St. Luke's, St. George's, St. Manox, Loma Gundi Peter House. Kunonzi kuchikoro. Aunzi kwa Zwimba. Sorry mambo. Munoko na undidzinga mumusha. Beautiful. Over to you, St. Manox. Jesu. Blaza ambofenda wewe yakuno. Dzoka kun. Aunyazoona kuti senyika togona kunge tiri paraundi. Chikutenderera kudai. Uyakuno. Munonzani comrades?
Andonzi Anoti.
Anoti ndimakore mangani?
16.
16, very good. Panapa history yakuru kuno. Sana botsva matsvaga quiz nezvese ma questions anenga kubvunzo ichiona kuti pamwe ndingangokwanira mubairo. Ndikazama but ikanokupa 1 ukagona ndokupomba here. Right. Huku ya mai Kevi yakanokandira mazai kumba kwa mai Rudo mazai ndani.
Mazai de huku.
Ukaona vakunyanyombera vanga vatotadza kutoti zvanga zvadhakwa. Right. Saka iwo uri 1 ndoda kukupa a special prize. Always studio. Ndoda kuti mukomana wemumuro we 360 booth. Tine inonzi 360 booth mufana wangu. Hande uno hauiziva nditi. Istabva nayo kwedu uko kanyi. Apo. Pandika ndikenge bluda kuti unoiswa ipapo uri utsvaga 1 shamwari yako womboroswa 360 uri ipapo ndomubairo wako. Muomberere maoko. I'm happy. Navara wakomana wamutambi wangu wachita wandifungisa tichangobva kuhondo. Takafira nyika ina makuda kurima nayo nhasi. Anga ari ma1. Mukabvunza madzisha ari pano vanokutaura kuti aiti tiri kuhondo so sadza richikwata muchiimba muchita sei dzaingotanga kurira futi muriro uri kuita mabharumani. Paimhanywa. Kuti sadza futi unenge wakutiza neupenyu. But nhasi tiri pano vamwe vakuti agroecology kumeka sure kuti wadzidza warima kuti zviende mberi. To those who don't know what agroecology is, it's simply a simplified way yekuti pari kutsvagwa nzira dzekurima nekuchengetedza nharaunda yedu zvisingakuwadze environment. Saka these students are the most sought after students worldwide nekuti izvozvi kune meeting iri kuitwa kwanditi vari kutsvaga nzira dzekuti carbon monoxide ma-emissions toita sei nyika tingachengetedze sei nharaunda yedu yatingadzi environment. Saka to those who don't know, these are the most sought after students. Saka senyika tofanira kunge totoproducer vakawanda to cover wide areas. Thank you so much. Ndine vanhu vantoda kuti tingo acknowledge nekuremekedza vari pakati pedu vanengati masadunhu vanhu vanonzi madzishe Chimba Mauro and Sadunu Dununu. Madzishe. Ngatiboyesa yo maoko zvatadziswa zvetu bonoti tiri kuchiruziva ndipo unoti vamwe togonotora certificate unasi. Ande yeah, at least munobata. Ndamutsvaga nzvimbo hatikushayirai ini naprincipal. Thank you so much. Tinokugamuchirai, tinokuremekedzai, tinokutendai nekutitsigira zuva ranhasi. Right, tichienda mberi neprogram yedu pari zvino. To those vane maprogram vakabata program avo, I'm now inviting Professor Gadzirai, who happens to be the board chairperson, to introduce to us the guest of honor of the day. Let's put our hands together for Professor Vachiuya.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Events Director. That's the new title. Okay, I'm just sitting here to invite our guest of honor to the podium to present his words of advice, his speech. Guest of honor, Minister of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Development, Honorable Evangelist Peter Aritatos, here represented by our guest of honor, whom I am going to introduce shortly. Honorable Minister of State, Mashonaland in the West Province, Comrade Mary Muliswa, in absentia, Mambo Zimba, Ishe, Chimba Mauro, Edmund Wedu, Vachirinda, FPC lecturers and staff, graduating students, parents, and all guests present, all protocols observed. I'm just here to give a brief of our guest of honor who is going to be talking to us, who is now a household name. Most of us really know him very well, as he holds a key portfolio within the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Resettlement. He's a holder of a BSc in Crop Science, an MPhil in Agriculture, a PhD in Crop Science, a well-decorated academic with over 50 research articles in internationally published, internationally referred journals worldwide. He has contributed to over 17 book chapters. He's an agroecologist himself. He is well knowledgeable about agroecology. He has also published a book and is presented several papers at international conferences all over the world. Our guest of honor worked in government since early 90s. He then later joined the University of Zimbabwe as a lecturer, where he worked for over 2 decades, over 20 years, in the various portfolios within the University of Zimbabwe. Currently is the Chief Director within the Ministry of Lands, Agriculture, Fisheries, Water and Rural Resettlement, as Director for Agriculture, Advisory and Rural Development Services, under which this program, agroecology, really falls under. So he is really qualified to talk to us, and we will learn a lot from the piece of advice he's going to give us as graduates, as guests, as invited individuals at this occasion. So this is none other than Professor Jiri, who is going to be talking to us. Over to you, sir, Professor Jiri.
Thank you, Professor Kadzirai. Ndichifunga kuti pachanzi guest of honor vane decoration yataurwa pano, muchasimuka pavanosumudzwa zvino ndaona kuti hamudi, saka sumukai muremekedze guest of honor. Kusiya kwamambo mwose munosumuka kana guest of honor vachiuya, ndizvo kamambo ndizvozvo. Taunganira pano vanhu vakadzidza zvishoma, zvino vakadai sesu mukatadza kuvasumukira hazvifambi. So toda kuremekedza mambo Zvimba vari pano, pamwe chete nemadzishe matipfumidza kuti tiuye pano tizotaura. Tigoremekedza zvakare the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Honorable Muliswa Chikoka in absentia. Tiremekedza zvakare the Director and Principal of Fambidzanai mashingaidze tichiremekedza zvakare mabuda kugara pasi mangwana munoremekedza guest of honor ngatigare hedu pasi. Chikoro chinorwadza ichi, bvunzai isu rino randakapfeka harizi rangu iri, mungazoti rakanyanya kunaka. Ndo pega paunogona kupfeka hembe yomukadzi. Azhinji vari pano munofunga nderangu, handidzidzi kuuniversity yakadai, asi madzimai vangu ndokwavakadzidza. So ndafara kuona madzimai akawanda pano vari kugraduate. Ngativaomberere maoko vanhu ava. Ndizvo vamwe vakadzi vakapedzisira kungopfeka night gown. Pfekaiwo aya apfekwa eblack aya. Gare gare upfekawo rimwe reblack futi. Gare gare upfeka rewhite. Ndizvo. Wozopfekawo rered kuti zvifambe zvakanaka. Ukadaro ndo paya vanonzi vakadzidza sumukai, hauna kana waunotarisa kumashure, unongoti svubu nokuti wakapedza kudzidza. Ma-lecturers ekuBindura University of Science Education, Dr. Musemwa na Dr. Mureva vari pano, Pastor Chidziva and Amai, toda kukuremekedzai. Ndanzwa kuti pana sabhuku chiredza zvakare, toda kuvaremekedza. The FPC board led by Prof. Kadzirai, toda kukuremekedzai. Dr. Mujaju, who is here, ivava Dr. Mujaju vakadzidza vakadzidzisa nomukoma wangu. Inini mukoma wangu zvake hana usombopfeka dzvuku, asi vakamupa chitsvambe. Saka ndinovaremekedza ihama yepadhuze dhuze. Ndiremekedze zvakare maisibanda veGwebi College of Agriculture, ma-lecturers ese epano, ma-partners, Old Mutual iri pano. Tinokutendai nezvamuri kuita. Ma-students nevari kugraduate aya ma-graduates, ma-guardians and parents, we want to thank and congratulate you all. Above all, ndaona kuti pano ukaramba uchingoita serious, varume vari pano havapedzi kutaura. Unotovirirwa zvelunch zvinokanganikwa izvo. Vanogona kukwira kusvika pamusoro sezvinoita vana Soko. Dai ndichandanyora mamwe mabhuku, zvino basa rehurumende rinondikurira. Ndaida kungonyora bhuku rakangonzi Soko. Saka vana Soko, you are very special pakati pemoyo wangu nemoyo wehurumende muripo. Toda kukumbira principal mundito honorary president wechikoro chinechi. Purpose yangu ndeyekupa vana Soko madegree agroecology, pakuchengetedza miti. Havatemi miti, havadyi miti, vanongoishandisa zvakadaro. Vana Soko, ngativaomberere maoko ivava. Ndanzwa kuti even officer vari pano vanoyera Soko. Tinoda kugamuchirai officer imi munouya kuofisi kwangu ndoda kukupai mbeu yepfumvudza. Vanovera soko akanaka nhasi kana tazoenda kundodya chikafu vadeedze kuaitable. It's a very special guest. Saka toda kukutendai vamambozvimba munozongovaonawo kana vasina munda vapei. Kana vasina stand munongovatsvakirawo panyabhiri apo. Munova handizoka office. Ukambenirai ndoziva kuti zvinhu zvinogona kunetsa but mutupo wenyu wakuwanirai nzvimbo. Kana mazongowanawo chimwe chinyemba namambo munongotsvakawo vana soko. Ivo officer vakashatei kuiva. Vapei kapisi kuti vatore vamwe vana soko zvifambe zvakanaka. Muchaona kuti crime rate inoderera nokuda kwasoko ivava. Kana vana vose vanoita musikanzwa vanobva vatongoziva kuti mazvimba hamuitwi because soko vapindira. Ndechida kuenda kuspeech yangu zvinoma kutaura ndirame ndisingotaura panapa. Manyaya kuita serious. Tiri pagraduation yevana vakasadharara vakaita zvakanaka. Ndanzwa kuti vamwe vavo vakabatsirwa neGoogle inhema dziya. Google itodawo skiri kuti utsvake zviri relevant. Ngopa Google zvimwe zvanhu munoona patsvakwa zvimwe zvisiri zveagroecology. Nanga achingogugula meno zvisiri izvo. Saka kutoenda paGoogle is a skill inofana kuombererwa maoko iyoyo. Kana uchida kumbozviedza tsvaka zita rako paGoogle haribudi. So toda kutenda sehurumende yeZimbabwe, we are really excited to be here and to officiate at this very, very important event. The government, as you know, runs the biggest public extension system, which comprises of more than 6,000 extension workers who are under Agritech, which you know as Agritech, but also who offer vet services. So there are over 6,000 extension officers within government. And their role is to make sure that we have production and we increase productivity and we ensure that the country is food security. Musanetseka zvenyu speech iri panapa ndongoionawo but naikanyorwa naprofesa inonyatsoverengeka. Iye handioni ruoko rwaprofesa pairi. Ndoverenga ndongotaura handizvo ngatiipete igare yakadaro. Chatorwa nemapepa ndo vanotora vachizotora So our extension system is very robust. It does ensure that we have food security as a country. I'm delighted that Fambidzanai really focuses on enhancing capacity yema extension officers edu muno munyika. Ngatimbovaomberera imaoko ipapa. I'm told that even pane vari kugraduata varipo ma extension officers handiti. Ndizvo? Hapana madhumena. Mune munyama ino. Mukatadza kuadreswa na chief director wenu. Vatu vamadhumena makutotsvaka basa. Tokupai. But Fambidzanai does focus on enhancing capacity of my extension officers. And they also make sure that we do get our supply of extension officers from this program. The importance of the agroecological approaches cannot be overemphasized. I think the principal has talked at length about the appropriateness of this approach to our agriculture. So in my other life, I would go on and teach about the importance to soil health, the importance to the environment, the importance in mitigating against climate change. But all those things are the things you can Google. You can use Google like these students to really find out the importance of agroecological approaches. As government, we do recognize the importance of agroecology. Hence our full and unreserved approach and support to this program. Government yapindira. So this is why, principal, you have not found difficulties in enrollment of our extension officers to this program recently, because we said anoda kuenda kuchikoro cha agroecology ngaatokasira aenda. Is that important? As government, we are rolling out climate smart technologies, and all our programming is really climate proofed. So for the smallholder farmers, for example, we have what we call Rural Development 8.0. And this is in recognition of the fact that no development can happen without agriculture. In fact, agriculture has that power. It is 2 to 4 times more powerful in getting people out of poverty than any other sector. We're too serious, man. It is here that we were supposed to clap, because we are here in enhancing agriculture. So it is more than 2 to 4 times more powerful in changing lives than mining, than tourism, than any other sector. So anything that we do to agriculture, you know that it has that power to change lives. So we have a program that we call Rural Development 8.0, which focuses on transforming livelihoods of our farmers. And of course, the first one of those, of the 8.0 is the Pfumvudza program. Vazhinji tinongoziva chinzi Pfumvudza. But it's very scientific and very agroecological. That's the climate-proofed conservation agriculture program. Kana takuenda kuchirungu kuchishona toti Pfumvudza ndokuti zvijairike vanhu vachigona kudi. Kana maenda kumarketing ndo zvinoitwa. Unongochinja chinhu zita vanhu vochifarira. Ukaiti tsoko yakutotengeswa sembeu, ukaiti nzou yakutengeswa sezimbeu, ukaiti macimbi yakutengeswa makonya aya yakutodyiwa ukadai. So ndio marketing. So number 1 is the Pfumvudza program, which is our key and flagship program in terms of climate proofing. So that's what you see us making noise about, to make sure kuti nyika yese yaita Pfumvudza, nyika yese yatora chibandiko che agroecology. Haisati yakwana zvayo nokuti it's large scale mainstreaming, so it's difficult to really do it so well, but we try to make sure kuti gradually we'll get there. So the Pfumvudza tenets of little disturbance to the soil, to the environment, of mulching, not disturbing the soil, of doing things well, those we make sure they are done. But we'll get to the proper agroecology. But I can assure you that as government, we are not relenting on the Pfumvudza program. The second program, obviously, is also related to Pfumvudza, but this one makes sure that we also have money in our pockets. So that's the Pfumvudza cotton program. As you know, cotton is very critical. In fact, it was called the white gold for the recognition that no sector has the power to transform lives except agriculture, more powerful. So kune gold renyu, but this one is the white gold in that recognition. So again, we are mainstreaming the conservation and agroecological tenets in the cotton programming. So that's the second point. We can go on up to number 8, where we are saying all our approaches in livestock. So we have the GOAT program, which is those small stock, climate-proofed livestock production, the indigenous chickens. It's not by mistake. Kana kuti kukambena asi atiregi kukambena nazvo zvinokambenisa futi anditi ndizvoka ngokambena ingawa munhu akagona kutamba anongokambena utodiwa nemandi nezvinhu komana atowina 360 ingari 360 yeiko yamataura MC akutotorwa nevanhu akutomushambadza saka zvinowinisa zvekungoita zvawaita. So isu tinoshandisa maprograms iwaya because akanaka, anotoshandisika kwakawanda. So mbudzi dzedu, climate proofed livestock production, those anoita kuti environment yedu isa degradeka. Huku dzedu dzechibhoyi dzinotibatsira pakawanda. We have the horticulture program where we are saying dyarai miti. I am happy kuti panonakidza kufamba nokuti miti haina kutemwa. Miti inosimwa pano ndazvoona, ngatimbovaombererai maoko vamashingaidze netimu yavo. So as government we are also pushing that let's green the environment. Miti iya inoendesa kuNamibia neku kwaushendwa kuya wati vanoenda kupi acacia. Vanoenda acacia wacho ari kuenda. Tokushandisa zita romwana pane zvisina. Dai acacia aendawo odumushwa yashaziri kuzvinzwa. Musaendesa baba vakafa mwana zita, isisaiwe zita wacho kuti kutochimwana chinonzi acacia. Ingawanuya Tushen unonzana weku COP 26 kabusikana kakaenda wani kuAmerica. Auya anoenda haamborasiki, nyika yose inenge yakatarisa ziso ipapo kuti kasarasika kaacacia aka kaende kuNamibia kandotaura muchiti baba vacho vakamupa zita reagroecology. Saka miti is our major environmental correction measure. Yatiri kuti isusu musha wega wega ngaudyare miti. Pese patinoita ma presidential rural development programs where we are drilling 35,000 boreholes. We are saying at each of those boreholes, let there be an orchard. Apa maifana kuombera maoko. So we are on that thrust where we are saying our programs must be climate proofed. So musha wega wega ngauite miti. Iwe paunenge wangu na manje takuenda pane the National Tree Planting Day. Everyone must plant a tree. Musha wega wega hurumende ichasupporta 10 trees so that we green our environment. So the Rural Development 8.0 seeks to make sure that we really ensure climate-proofed production systems in our agriculture. So we want to thank Fambidzanai for this very noble initiative where they focus on agroecological approaches and where they capacitate our staff and people in agroecological approaches. The capacitation of extension officers and the capacitation of the development of skills in agroecological approaches is critical going forward. People have talked about climate change, but we don't need to be pushed by climate change to do the right thing. So let's have these skills and let's utilize these skills. Now, to the graduates, I think those are the people that brought us here today. We want you to go out there and make sure that people understand the agroecological approaches. Don't worry about many things that the people wouldn't take them and so forth. Don't worry. People will always utilize the right thing. Everyone will use the right thing. If you want to make impact, just do the right thing. Don't worry about what people say. Just do the correct thing. This is very nice. It is now my singular honor. I know that people want to go for lunch and they want to congratulate vakomana nevasikana vapedza chikoro ava kana kuti vapedza stage iyi yechikoro. That's the correct thing, and it because I want to challenge you to proceed with education. Don't stop here. Go ahead and make sure that you attain your masters or your BSc, your masters, and your PhD. Out of you, we want at least one PhD. Mashingaidze vaite kuti na Professor Gadzirai nemidini. We want at least one PhD. Vaya vanga vachinzi vakangwara vakaenda ku Coventry, ku South Africa, kupi nekupi. Zvokadi zvongoperera ipapo. Zvoita sevaya vanonge vachimwa doro ravo vari pavanenge vachimwira vachembera musoro wachena kuti unoziva ndaimboye headmaster ine. Aiwa, hatidi kumbokuita zvokunzwadza angano. We want to see it kuti this is the impact of Coventry. This is the impact of Namibia. This is the impact of being Kenya. Inga ndakaenda wanu mki ndikadzoka ndikaita chief director. Ndakaenda wanu ku Stellenbosch koma muchiti makaenda ndikadzoka ndikaita chief director. Ndakaenda ku Thailand ndakadzoka ndikaita chief director. Zvose zvandakadzidza kunzvimbo idzodzo ndokurambira kupedza zuva rese ndichingotaura ndakaenda wani kupakati, ndakaenda wani kuZambiki ndichingotaura, but ruzivo rwese rwaungana ndo rwakuita kuti maprograms edu afambe. Saka kwamune maenda uko, take it as an opportunity to learn. So the challenge to you is zvamakadzidza, kwamakaenda, take it a step forward. We don't want it to stop there. Iite souvenir iri mumba menyu. It's useless. Zvakangofanana nemufundisi vaya vachiri pano. Ndo vakafanana nesu kamafundisi angopedza kuparidza akutoenda. MuBhaibheri mwene panonzi ungatungidza mwenje wouisa pasi pedengu here. Hazvibetseri. Saka toda kuti muite illuminate the world. Muchionekwa kuti vaya veagroecology vasvika vakaburwa. Saka I want to see the impact starting now. So it is now my singular honor to get you from being graduates to becoming graduates. Vaya vasina kudzidza vari uku hatimbozii kana musina kuapfeka hatizivi tati nozvikona tinashe Mugabe uya pachishona tati ava vanhu vadzidzwa kana kuti vamagraduates. Ngatichifarai tichipembera tichiridza mupururu. Makorokoto, congratulations. Muve nenguva yakanaka muchifara mugraduate wamavere mazvita.
Tose tingasimuka. Yaona nama yacho kana uzofunda ngeisusu. Tinotenda dambudziko rinoitika nderekuti kana usina kufamba rwendo rwacho hauzvinzwisisi, unofunga kuti kudada. Asi kana wakamboverengawo kutangira honors degree zvikwidza unosunzwisisa kuti no. Toda kutenda, ngativaombere maoko. Thank you so much, sir. Pandasvika pano pose ndangachishaya anyone who has something in common with me. Pandazoona imimi. Because ininiwo ndanzwawo nekufamba. Last month ndandiri kuLusaka, then ndikaenda kuEgypt, Jerusalem, Canaan. Vandazobudira paSouth Lipake nzvimbo dzese dziri kwamachipisa kwaIfinitsi. Kwanyazviko here. Samaona kuti inini nawo tisi chega tinofamba ende patinodzoka tobva tasikunzi chief director. Aiwa chimbotomberere maoko nemufambiro wandiri kuita uyu. Wani MC akatendwa nenyika kuti aiwa uyu muitei MC anoziva basa rake. Toda kutendai nemashoko atapiwa. I'm sure we have learned. Randabata rimwe chete hanzi endai kunze and illuminate, shine, show the world what you were taught. Be an example. Andinozoziva pane kachirungu kandabata hangu kamataura kekuti it's my singular. Vanonzwa weekend ino ipandoita muchato December uyu. Ndechingoti it's my singular honor. Hakomani kandajara kuti ladies and gentlemen, it's my singular honor kuti ndega ndiri kuzvireme. All right? Thank you. That's wonderful. One more time, let's put our hands together as you appreciate our guest of honor for leaving quite a number of serious commitments and meetings to come and be with us today. We are blessed and we are honored to say thank you. Moving on to our program because of time. Coventry student is supposed to say a few words in storytelling. Sabuku Chirenda, where are you? Ndinokumbira msimukisa buku. Right, Sabuku ndodati ndivaremekedze panamboremekedza madzishe ndanga vajamba. But mundiregererawo, it's my singular apology to you as the ED, the events director. Ndisabuku vatinoremekedza nekuti zvose zvinoitika mumusha. Hauteme muti, hauite vaenzi, hauite kaungano kako kana Sabuku asina kuti unosara waenda kunacho. Asi vanonga vachidhila newe. Kana munda chaiwo unotangira papi? Ngatiremekedze Sabuku atitsika muzuva ranhasi. Toda kutenda Sabuku nekutitsikira. Garai pasi. Right, toda kuti tiende pamberi pataka kuenda panoita inonzi presentation of certificates to diploma in agroecology students. Anditika tichange chibatsirwa na principal and then faculty dean as well as our guest of honor kuti tinge tienda over to our students. Saka ma students edu anofanira kunge agadzirira pari zvino. Pandichakumbira kuti munhu wose chimboti agroecology. Ndinoti chirungu chijaire kwamunhu. Ande agroecology. Ande Jesus, pane varumbonanzvira chete. Unazobvunzwa kuti saka mamiro graduation yanga iri yei? Thank you, agroecology. We are learning, handiti. Wonderful. So kindly ask the principal as well as the dean or Amira Dean in absentia Kumwangwa Chuyambiri as well as our guest of honor. Our photography guys, are you ready? So that we start with the presentation of our certificates to our students. Oh, I'm not going to go down. Alright, let's put our hands together for our guest of honor as well as principal and the dean. So where I was taught and groomed, takanzi ukaona munhu asingaomberere maoko mumwe haasi kuzombofa akaombererwa maoko mumwe. If you want to appreciate great things in life, learn to appreciate those that have done well before you. Ukaona akagadzirwa musoro zvakanaka ukudarika, chingo appreciate zvakanaka, Mwari vanoona zvakanaka, vanokuwa zvakanaka, handiti? So we want to take this opportunity to appreciate our graduates as they make their way to the podium, being handed their certificates. I'm sure are you okay? Ndrugu advice kwa na photographer tisebere ku site kuna MC kuti MC vabudeo. No, munogona rwadzi waine basa ra MC but ndiye one munhu anotambira ka 4 pamwedzi every Saturday panoitwa muchato anotambira. Imi nomiririra ka 1 kupera kwemwedzi ka ndoda done basa rangu. Boy, excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, to those who are watching us live, we welcome you. This is FPC 2022 graduation certificate presentation. We are going to start by Machia Cheoma. Kana wabereki vacho varipo tichitatso ndi munofanira kunge muchirova mhururu nekubhururuka ipo pano. Tinokutengerai zvakanyanyisa kuti pese pane green apanyatsodzana izvenyu. One more time, let's put our hands together for Machia Cheoma. We say congratulations to you. Tinofara kana chona madzimai achiramba achidzidza vachienda mberi. Followed by Gumisai Farai, Coventry yazviita. Followed by Chivunze Fungisai. Wabereki hansi kunyazoona vachinyazorova mhururu koko. Wonderful. Ngoita kuti musavharire makamerameni angu chete. Excellent. Zvinofadza vabereki nhasi vakwidzwa mota kuti hande graduation iwe wako vabereki uri kukwidza BP. Followed by Makoni Felistas. Felistas and Skukunzwai Mururu Nyasuroi. Aha, beautiful. Makorokoto mama. Followed by Manikwa Beti Kudakwashe. Ukaona wakagara. Wow, this is beautiful. Ukaona wakagara nemunhu asiri kuombera chingomubata ruoko muti regedzwa nezita raJesu. Anogona ngasara ne 4 days kuti aroye. Ndo panotangira kuroya ipapo. Let's appreciate achievement yevamwe. Followed by Matanga Kufa Rumbidzai Sylvia. Beautiful. Followed by Nomtanda Zondlovu. From Kwabulawayo, Kontutu Ziantunga, Mfanzi Nsha in Georgia. Tabitha, where are you? Amandi mna unomthandazo?
Ndini?
Oh, okay. Ansifune nyokunzi kwakhe nyo celebrate. Ama 2000. Mucha kubvura Tabitha. Pana Tabitha ndira kunyatsodzwa mururu apa. Wow. Mabarira kamera mama. Excellent. Zvinofadza. Followed by Nerera Maybe. Kune vaya vaiti maybe hazvibude, maybe zvinobuda. Excellent. Followed by Nyanyiwa Jeneth. Followed by Nomtanda Zonyoni. Ukawandira kuna professor kune madhokta kunoita kuti ukurumidze wakurira nehierarchy. Followed by Kudakwashi Rukure. Kudakwashi Kasarda Ukambenai. Mbiri Kudakwashi pana pandei principal. Wozi kana inini chaenda kufarirwa kudai. Mwera soko? Akarora soko? Ah, wonderful. Well done. Followed by Taurai Stole. Pane mwe face yauntonoti yakatofitwa nekuita masters. yakatofitwa nekuita PhD. Followed by Byron Tanaka Swali. Swali ndio Google. Ana mama nyatsoro muri bambo baba. Thank you. Followed by Mark Bride Christopher Tumburuku. Mama wa Mark Bride vari kweli? Ndavi. Mchada kuzokone utapedza kuti Mark Bride maida kuti Mark Bride Christopher Tumburuka. Hey! Apedza zvawo mageto youth. Movaita sei? Mufari Esnat. Yayo washishua. Uyadi wakona vurwa maaiti yokuti atorwe futi. Smile yacho even usina kana sendo ukamutarisa so fate yako inokwira ngoti makanaka Jesu ta. Followed by Munyaradzi Ngwarati. Hey. Ndinateo kama ndina geso kuona panapa. Wow. Zvinofadza nditi. Wow. Exciting. And I change 15 number by 5. 5 bond. Followed by Nyaya Nivana Stembiso. Nyoni Leon. Mutema boy. Ya ndruko notane ganda redu chairo vanhu vatema. Black and beautiful. Excellent. Followed by Chima David. Adzimai vachimwa David vari peri. Muripo mama? Nhasi ndobe kubika favorite meal yadhedheka. Kana vachiparira mazondo mawasondero mazondo. Kana vari vemaqimbi madora mawasondero maqimbi. Handiti? Kana vari fish monyatsoirosta musazoita kuti fish itonge ichamuka iri mumvura. Tokangoipa mabhurufeni inomuka kudai. Followed by Admire Mare. Musazoti list iri ndadedzera according to kugona kwevanhu kana Ndangotsvaga any random. Ngazoti vanogona ndo vatanga wapedzisira kwamadofo ayo hano. Vese vapiwa ma-certificates. They are equally good, but we are moving on very soon to awards. Last but not least, we have Prosper Muvandi. Unotoona nestep yacho toti uyu munhu ane confidence, uyu ari kunogadzira nyika munhu uyu. Kune mamwe mastepi social zoti ukatasa munhu unofunga songe inoridzwa pakafa gamba. Haana kana confidence kuti wadyera hauna here. Chakamuka, stand up straight. Exciting. Right, apa pakadai. Ndichaita kuti tingofema 1 minute DJ achiridza song Ebenezer magraduates achipembera tiende pama ceremony vanoremekedzwa vedu vasati wabva ipapo. Tipa tangoenda pama awards. Saka DJ chimondorero Ebenezer magraduates ese chimbosumuka yenyu ipapo timbopembera. In the next 1 minute dzepawash chaidzo takupinda pama awards ceremony. Adaenda kushaya tsano mushingokwira ndega yanga ichinetsa nyaya yacho. Kuti shuwa avanongo conventroita zvekudaro so. I always respect varume vari kushanda kuenda kuzvikoro, even vari kungoita mabasa. Nekuti varume vanzwa nekuti zvemadrugs ndimutoriro. But we have such responsible men working hard for their families. We need to appreciate them, especially women. Let's support our men. Vavachitanga zvidiki ngativatsimudzire nekuvaromberera maoko. Handiti? Of our best student, Principal's Award, Course 3, Outstanding Academic Excellence, and 12 distinctions, walking away with FPC Shield, plus prize money, Innovation Hub visit sponsored by the one and only Old Mutual, and also a graduation regalia paid for. Cheuma Machia. Wabona pari pangoti favor yamwari inokubata zvoti uchafunza kuti Mwari hamisi mamunyanyirira ari wani. Ini kunogandina kana something murungo pamunhu wani. Wasambona munhu kuti anororwa oramba ororwa futi achingoti achingoenda ngoti Jehovah kwaisawo masiku asati aenda wani. Ndobona kuti Jehovah Mwari wane nyasha nevanhu vake. We are now moving on to most disciplined students. Anoira soko. Ndazviona mani kuti ava ndimai vangu because mai vangu ndisoko. Ngatomberei soko. Hanzi nagesofona ana soko vedu avateme miti vanongokwira vachidzika vachijabva vachiita sei. Excellent. Most disciplined student, kurongeka hunhu, tsika dzakanaka pavanhu nekugara nevanhu zvakanaka. Kana kuri kujeri unobva wanzi abvisirwa makore 10 nekuda kwekurongeka. Course 3 sponsors FC prize money, Old Mutual Passion, name of graduate, Nomtandazo Nyoni. ari kutoshamsika anogona kunge ane dzimwe dzaanomboshuta but hadzizosvika hadzo kumaprincipal. But those later life, kana ungori munhu angori born naturally, auone kugona, unongofunga kuti that's the way of life. Wow, discipline pays. Vapera nditi?